Prophet said, go back to the state of mind of your ancient foremothers and forefathers. And a lot of these questions are coming from the perspective of looking backwards in time. And they should be looking from back to forward. They shouldn't be looking from now till now, looking from now at now.
Yeah.
They should be looking from back then forward to whenever, to now, to the future, to whenever.
Also, to add to that, everything that I've covered as far as CM-based stuff, the Zodiac Constitution and stuff like that, specifies and points out the fact that we as Moors, when you get into that mind frame, that mindset, you're a noble. You're the cream of the crop. You set the example. So the things that you would be involved with as a Negro Black colored person, for the most part, you've been exercised from that. You've been cleansed from it. So when you get into that mindset and you become what you know as a noble, there's certain things that you just don't partake in. You just don't stoop that low. You're upright. You walk upright. You're not on all four legs. Your whole behavior is just different. So, you're a noble. This is your land. You're a national. Cream of the crop. So you don't go backwards. Trying to bring it from the back and bring it forward now in our forefront.
Right. Do you have to be in Canaanland to proclaim your nationality through Canaanland? And I'm in Arkansas territory. So what we do with regard to people, because I've seen people been posting their acceptance letters from the temple online, Facebook, whatever. People outside of Canaanland that join the Moorish Science Temple receive honorary membership, and that's it. We don't nationalize and all that type of stuff. People who are outside of Canaanland. Only people that can proclaim their nationality through the Canaanland Temple are people who are in Canaanland. Everybody else, you're becoming a member so that you can at least claim that you belong to a temple when you're challenged by dirty Moors what temple you belong to. Because they always ask you, what temple you belong to. So now people can tell them, I'm part of Canaanland Temple, I'm a member of Canaanland Temple. Because everything else that you do or that you get with regard to your nationality and birthrights is going to be from yourself by studying. Right? It's not going to be us giving anything. We don't give anything. Right? It's like the Quran says, we're a block of wood pointing in a direction. And it's for individuals who see where that's pointing to go in the direction of where they're being directed. Right? And most of the time, we direct people to RV Bay publications so that they can, do their proclamation for themselves. Because somebody can't make you reclaim your birthright. You have to reclaim your birthright. And the best tool to do that, like we tell people, go to RV Base, stay there for a year. After a year, guaranteed you'll know what it means to proclaim your nationality. You'll know how to go through the process. Right? You want to touch quickly the forms that you send out, the confirmation letters that you send out.
Okay.
Just that those aren't nationality papers.
No.
From Canaanland.
No.
Because people have been thinking those are papers agreeing that they're nationals now. Canaanland Moors made us Moors.
No.
Yeah.
Forms are basically confirmation that you're in the process of getting your nationality corrected. It's not a form to say, okay, well, they're Moors now, if they're in prison, let them out. No,
Right.
it's just a confirmation that you're in the process of proclaiming your nationality. That's basically what it is. That's all. Like, I mean, I said, I've gotten emails saying, where's my paperwork? I need my paperwork as soon as possible. No, it's not going to be sent to you as soon as you send your membership form to us. For us, we're gonna wait for at least a month and a half, possibly 2 months before we send it out back to you, before we would give you anything. But don't think that these forms are stating that it's a get out of jail card or whatever. No, it's just a confirmation that you're signed up with the temple and a confirmation that you're in the process of proclaiming your nationality. That's all it is.
And of course, if you're a national and you became a member of Canaanland Moors, then you know you're obviously not in the process of. You're you know tying yourself to a temple that doesn't have the dirty Moor energy on it. Because majority of the temples people go to outside of Canaanland have the dirty Moors energy, meaning that you know the temple is pushed off as it's religious, or the temple is pushed off as it's tied to the Udanis Corporation, or you know it's not civic or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Because there's you know if we continue to leave it up to the Moors who have had this for 80 years, nobody would know what this is about. Like it wouldn't be no going to Louisiana and Pittsburgh and North Carolina to lecture and all that stuff, because we wouldn't even know about it. You know what I mean? So the fact that it's around, the fact that it's here, and you know it's picking up steam is what has all these people that don't deal with nationality, or those people that deal with civil rights or whatever like that, in panic mode right now, trying to do everything that they can to convince people that this is not the way to go. You know, status correction doesn't work, and paperwork doesn't mean anything, and whatever. When you know, if they're not qualified to teach, they're not qualified to speak.
To add to that, I mean, I'll ask the question, and I asked this question to a lot of the Moors that's contacting me in regards to getting them their paperwork. My question to them is always, well, have you been studying what needs to be done? Have you been studying the different processes that needs to be done to get moving with your nationality? Because the reason for me asking that question is, are you always going to be calling us to get your answers?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll use that as a segue. I just got a phone call from a brother who's in prison right now, and he just fired his lawyer. And he's calling myself now and asking, okay, what do I do next?
Right. Yeah.
I can't answer you. I mean, what do you do next? I'm not there with you.
Right. No, and that's no different than somebody who has a license, final right to travel, then throw away their license and calling up. So, okay, I just got rid of my license. Now what do I do now? Put the key in the stuff and
just go.
What is there for us to say?
Yeah.
Right? But again, it's like, you know, it has to be understood that this is a life process. This is not at the moment, oh, I got a situation, I'll be a Moor. Oh, got out the situation, all right, I'll go back to being nigger or whatever. Like, either in for a long haul, or don't even, you know, it's like Drew Ali said, it's better if you're not held on to the plow.
To make it easier. You understood. Or whatever age or stage you're in life when you found out, backtrack to where you were from your bond.
Right.
That's so far.
Right.
That's so far.
Right. Right.
That's so far.
Yeah. So, right. That's how much you gotta put in.
Yeah.
The amount of time that you, right? So you can do like some Moors and warp speed,
Yeah.
where, you know what I mean? If you find out today that you're Moor and you're 30 or whatever like that, then those 30 years of catch up that you have to do, you can do that warp speed. You can do that study 24 hours a day, you know what I mean? Zero TV, zero go to the ball, zero let's go to the club, zero hi honey let's go to dinner or whatever like that. Everything is based on study. And everything else is cut off. Everything else is cold turkey. And your focus is getting back this knowledge that you lost.
Yeah.
You can warp speed. Majority of people don't, because you know it means burnout. It means
Yeah,
you
I
know
know
what I
that
mean? Like,
too, but the situation you're in is
right, it's not constantly
the rent free or the places and the this and
right.
children to send to school and
So much stuff going
you
on.
gotta go find fear for them and,
Right.
you know,
So much going on.
yeah.
Right? So majority of people can't do the long haul. They're gonna
Yeah.
have to break it up. You know what I mean? So, and this is what goes back to why we say you go to RV Day for a year. Because at least if you're using that site as a reference point, you have reference points. You're not just out there, I'm a Moor, so I'm just gonna go study
Yeah.
whatever's out there about Moors. Because that's how you get lost, that's how you bump into dirty Moors, that's how you get, you know what I mean, caught up in, you know, birth certificates or whatever, and you can catch the birth certificate and then you get caught up in that, and then, you know, you realize a year passed, you didn't even go to RV once, you've been to all these other places,
Yeah.
and then you're calling up about, I have fired my lawyer, what do I do next?
Trying stuff that isn't even about what the prophet
Right,
brought.
now you want us about what was brought.
And then asking us. So the thing too is like a lot of the time you just have to accept that, you know, you might have to take the hit for the team. You know, and the team is, you know, your children or your nieces and nephews or whatever. And like if you're so greedy that you're trying to get some benefit before you put in time, teach them the basics and teach them history, even teach yourself history, because law and history are one, then you're greedy.
Right.
And you need to fix that within yourself. You know what I mean? And harsh words, but it is what it is. You know, a lot of Moors just greedy, just selfish. Like you have youths and you have younger generation, as much dreams as you might have, if you're 30-something, 40-something years old, yo,
It's over.
just take a back seat. If you can't do the hyperspeed, don't do the hyperspeed, but learn enough and share enough with that next generation so that they
at
can
least
do
they got
something.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely second what Tesla said. And that's the first thing I understood when I came into this. Was like, yeah, this actually isn't for me. This is for my children
It's that serious.
my family members who have children. This is actually for them. Which meaning like the people like our age and up that's getting this information, like more than likely we're not going to be able to reap the benefits. We're not going to be able to reap what we sow.
Right.
But our children will.
Yeah.
Their children will. And what I understood with a lot of people is that when they realize that that's when you see people start falling off. Like, I can't cash in. I can't cash in.
Count is closed.
I can't benefit. Forget it, man. This is nonsense. I don't want this.
Count is closed. We'll be open in a generation.
It's funny the way you say that.
It's
It
true
feels
because
like-
they said that if it's
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's been like that a long time. I can't be.
But once you accept the fact that listen, it's for my children. Well, me, I'm like this. The desire to get it is even more. Because I'm like, so you mean like my child won't have to suffer? Okay, I'm in. Let's get it.
Right,
Let's turn these tables over like Joshua did when he went into the temples. Let's turn over the money changers and get everything set up for our children.
Exactly.
So when they come up, they're like, yo, they don't know my pops put in the work, my mother put in the work, and we got nothing to worry
benefiting
about.
for real.
Amen.
You know what I mean?